Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is August 16th, 2025. We're already halfway through August. And, what day is it today? It is a Saturday. So, got up early-ish. I stayed up pretty late last night playing video games, then needed to make my video log. And then, my literal only two goals for the day are to work at 11, do that on Saturdays, and then make a morning vlog. So got to do one of those right now. And then, so I go to work at 11. I'm going to stop and get some food. I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, well. And then I'm going to stop and get some food, I'm sure. And, that's all I got going. It's been a pretty decent day so far. So got up at, I want to say it was 9 or so. Need to go to the bathroom, so I went downstairs, and I saw a car out front, and I was like, oh, interesting. Turned the corner, and Alyssa Warner is there. She was waiting to work out with my little brother while he made breakfast, and so we got stuck chatting for a while. And she used a couple phrases like "I'm just a girl" and "hot girl summer," and I was just like, oh, Alyssa, no, don't say that. That is the most cringe, hypergamous, bad thing you could say. Ugh. And I was just like, honey, you gotta figure out what you want. And it's I feel so bad giving her the brother lecture, because I know it's not what she wants, but I think she gets enough of what she wants watching TikTok, and that's where you get the term hot girl summer, I'm just a girl. It's that's what you want. That's the kind of validation you want. There has to be a balance in your life of receiving validation and receiving guidance. And it's I don't want to be that person who's just yeah, by the way, what you're doing is actually bad for society as a whole. If you talk with 10 different guys, they all think you're interested in them. You're not actually interested in any of them. They lose interest in women because it perpetuates the cycle of women just play men. And then it's it's just really, really bad as a basis for human relationships to be doing that kind of stuff. And it's you don't think long term and in the future, when I see that person in public with my husband, boyfriend, whatever, how are you going to treat those people? Are you going to oh my god, yeah, we were talking at one point, oh my god, you were so whatever? Or are you just going to be oh my god, I know that person, I can't go over there? We don't think about those things in the moment, but how you treat people now is so important for how you're going to treat people later. And it's going to dictate the areas you're willing to go to, the people you're willing to be around. It's going to do those things. There's always long-lasting repercussions that we don't really think about. So, yeah, that was a very interesting conversation. We talked about her brother Dylan and how he has the potential to be a fine man, but he is really good at Fortnite Festival. And that was really just hindering his whole life. So, it was really nice. And then they went off to the gym, and I went out and picked some of the tomatoes that are ripening. Some of the zucchini looks interesting, kind of pickable, but interesting. And then green beans are probably ready for another harvest-ish. And then there's a pepper growing. It's yellow, and I don't know if that's supposed to be picked or not. I was it's full yellow pepper. I just don't know if it's ready, so hard to tell there. Came in, gave my mom a hug, and came up and recorded a video log. So, yeah, I'll let you guys know how work goes. I'm going to play some video games before heading out, and I will see y'all tonight. Peace.
One eternity later.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Today is... Hold on, let me do this. Perfect. Today is August 16th, 2025. It is a Saturday. Got up this morning at 9:30-ish. I really felt like I didn't have a lot of time in the morning. And I was really still fixated on Dust to the End. I've been talking about... I don't think I talked about it yesterday because we had the wedding and I told the story and all that. And I was a little... I think I had a beer after we got home, so I was like, guys, weddings. Hey, it was really funny. But, my little only two goals that I set this morning were work at 11 and morning video log. And then all my other time I was just spent playing Dust to the End. It was really fun. So I ended up leaving around 10:35, and so I was I'm gonna skip food this morning, getting it from somewhere else. So I just ate at work, and then work was actually popping. It was actually kind of busy, and obviously I'm working alone in the morning, so it's if there's three things happening at once, like that need taking, like if there's a to-go order, the phone's ringing, and the table just came in, it feels busy, but it's like actually busy. It was like decently busy. Like there's a couple times where I'd be like, oh, table for four, and they'd be like, nah, two tables of two, and I was like, okay, and people were tipping me nice. It was really fun, and skipped food, ate at Canton, and then dude, I got this like weird wave of nausea at like 1:30 or so, and it was gone by 3. But I was just like, oh, I'm so tired. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Like, do I need to ask to go home? But I ended up just toughing it out, and it went away by the time Ava got there for sure. And yeah, no, work was really really nice. And then Ava got there around 3:30. Circa got there at like 5ish, and I had one weird table, like weird table, and we all kind of talked about how they were not classy individuals. It was really entertaining, and that feeds into my daily thoughts, so I'll mention that later. But yeah, evening at side of it was really really calm. Swept and mopped, closed up everything. There was really nothing going on. Circa said that closing was fine when she had to close to cover for me on Thursday, so that was good. And then I don't think there was anything else notable. I don't think I had to shoot anyone away. I'm pretty sure we closed a little early. Yeah, gosh, it was a peachy day. But yeah, so these people come in and they like ordered like a ton of food, like a very weird amount of food, very particular things, right? So my thought is like, oh, these people know the menu, right? They did not enjoy most of the things they got, and their attitudes were ass. Like they were like trailer park people. Like I hate to say trailer park people. I'm not generally classist, but I'm allowed to make personal judgments against how you portray that you live your life. These people did not have good attitudes about anything. They were the weirdest people I've served in a long time. And they left a review and basically were just like, but this bad, this bad. They didn't try to reconcile it, and I was like, I didn't charge you for the stuff you didn't like. The stuff you told me you didn't like, you weren't charged for. Like, that's just it. The stuff you told me you didn't like, you weren't charged for. I don't like charging people for what they don't enjoy. It doesn't appease me to charge you for stuff you don't enjoy, right? And so, yeah, with this whole thing. And the daily thought is about how reviews on businesses are so hit or miss. When I'm looking at a business, like the reviews of a business, and there's negative ones, and it says like, anything under 15 reviews, I always check on what the other reviews are. Dude, multiple. If they have one review and it's a bad review, they just had a bad experience with this place. If they have 15-ish reviews and I click on it and they're all bad reviews, you're just a bad person, dude. Right? And sometimes it'll be like, oh, 5 stars this place, 5 stars this place, 5 stars this place, 1 star on a McDonald's. You're gonna give a McDonald's a 1 star? It's a McDonald's. What are you talking about, bro? And then it's like you're gonna give this other place a 1. Like, is the 1 star you gave this place the same as the 1 star you gave the McDonald's, or is there different standards that you go? Like, what are? It is so strange to have a non-centralized, completely uncontrolled. I mean, obviously it's censored. Like, you're not cursing in the reviews, but review system where people can just do whatever they want. And it is so interesting to me that I'm just like, I feel like people don't have the self-consciousness to go, I have left 1 bad review on my account, this will discount my review. Like, if all you leave are bad reviews, I'm the type of person who goes, okay, you only leave reviews when you don't enjoy something. So you take everything for granted and don't appreciate them, and then when you have 1 bad experience, it's a bad review, you're never going back. And that's just the way it is, right? And it's like, I know those types of people out there. I can't imagine ever living my life that way. I am very genuine with the types of reviews I leave. Like, if it's alright, dude, 3 or 4 stars. If it's great, 5 stars. If it's 2 or 3 stars, like, that's fine. I don't think there's been a single... I guess I could check on my reviews, can't I? What reviews have I left? Have I left... How do I check on my reviews? How do I check my reviews? Can I? I must be able to. What is something I know I've left a review on? No, not that. What's that place? Owls. No. Owls Meridian. Yes. See the reviews? Yes. I have 15 reviews. So, 5 star, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How many reviews do I have? I counted. I have one 1-star review. And the rest are, I don't know how many. 16 reviews. I have 16 reviews. 15 are 5 stars. 1 is a 1-star. And it's for Target. Nothing in the world is a bigger red flag than walking into a store and seeing at least 50 camera bubbles on the ceiling. Everyone is constantly being monitored in that store and most likely watched by random people somewhere else in the building. Plus, all these cameras and there's still spilled food in the aisles. With surveillance like that, you shouldn't need customers to tell your employees that there are messes to clean. I remember leaving that. I didn't appreciate that. I don't like going into Target. Ever. I don't mess with Target. It weirds me out. I don't deal with that. You know, like that's just weird for me. Like the cameras, ugh. But it's like all my reviews are just like, yeah, had good experiences, and I'm just a positive person, right? Yeah, good time. Why do I need to be surveilled and there's still like stuff wrong with the store? Is the like obviously you care more about like deterring shoplifters than actually making sure people have a good customer experience? Okay, 1 star, like lame. And so I just find it funny when people just have like a bunch of 1-star reviews, and it's just like, dude, yeah, your opinion means a little less to me. So just wanted to share that. I hope you all had a wonderful Saturday, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.